hand. Go tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Go tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. So now they on my body. Made it to the top. Ain't no way that they can stop me now. They gon' say I joined the Illuminati. I got demons all around me. Tell me what they know about me, huh? I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Don't tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Don't tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge.
First off, let me talk my. Got a couple things I gotta cross off my list. How you insomniac for sleeping on my. It's a bad soundtrack, read the script. Born in the motherland, headed straight down to the south. Tennessee mornings with pops, working 3 jobs. I knew that they struggled to get it, that's why I wanted to get it. That embedded, you get it, treat it like the law. And I'ma need commission for this hit. Lance laid the canvas and I painted over it. I don't need a vision board to show you I'm the...
Yeah. You're in the presence of the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the Cyrus block, young buck holding the like we knew it all. Not afraid to do it all. Matter of fact, to look back and do it all. Like I remember the haters say the game will ruin y'all. What's that to me? Don't give about a hater. Let them like the in my paper.
They call me Big Dog, riding with the hillbilly. Cube staying with the lip. Really became a boss many years back. When I'm gone, can be pull your tears back. We put the bang and produce the. You got no chance of hanging. They take the tails when you're flipping the quarter. We ain't slowing down, we crashing through the border.
So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system and turn it up. Up, a little louder, turn it up. Up, a little louder, turn it up. We never turn it down, universal sound. When we move the pound, take a look around. When we touch the town, not the way, stomping in my big black J's. Corny, get stuck in the maze. We never suffer fools, had enough of you. False friends and loose ends make me wanna fool. That we got another world tour, touching every shore, from Cali to Singapore.
Every day I'm seeing more in the temple as we rock up tempo instrumentals. I saw my dream in a dream, then I woke up. Put the dream team together, now we one time.
We are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 or the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today we start the new season with an AFC West Division battle right out of the gate between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers. On to get us started now, the kicker Chris Boswell. And we are underway in Southern California. They run with a rookie from Florida, Dameon Pierce. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And And Pierce gets it again on second down. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throwing Jones. Got his man, Riley Anderson. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Good throw there. And I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Joe Reed going to return it from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Let's go now.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Here's Hurts to throw. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1. A lot more to go. Off the play fake, here's Hurts on the move to his left. They'll get this to his tight end, it's Jonnu Smith. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. But Charles, did it seem like to you that maybe they were a little worried about his running prowess there? Because everybody kind of froze when he got outside the pocket and they were able to throw it for the first down.
Absolutely, and you work all week getting ready for a game, and you know that the potential is there for him to run it, but you better take care of those receivers downfield. They can hurt you first.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive, then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go.
There is a hush indeed. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
When trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
And in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now Jones. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that point from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. He's got it to Collins, complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Charger 16. 23 yards the pickup there.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. There he goes, left side. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 on Charger TD. The mistake there by the offense, Charles, they tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick 6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid that. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why their attack is one of the best in the league the prior season.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
It certainly feels like there are more scars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Here's Pierce on the counter. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Looking to throw. Jones. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And down inside the 40 to about the 38. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. They go play action with Hurts. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He hits his target, Lockett. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
McCaffrey. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
2nd and goal from the 1.
Alert! Alert!
On the sneak, it's Hurts. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Jalen Hurts scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Chargers have moved out in front. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First down, they go right back to Pierce. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Jones. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. It's a pickup of 6.
Dameon Pierce is such a fun guy to watch as a runner. He can make a guy miss 1 second and then power through a defender the next. Never had a 100-yard game while at Florida, but I expect more than a handful here in the NFL.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones, they'll find Everett there, complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 37. Pierce now up the middle. Tackle made there by Eric Rowe. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Charger drive about to get going. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down.
Unlock line! Unlock line!
Hurts. And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to run him down for a 15-yard loss, and it will be fourth down. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Let's take it inside his own 40. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And it'll be Raiders football, first and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. Third and long coming up.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They've not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Third and long, they'll look to throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. And now that brings up fourth down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Charger drive about to get going. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. From the 27, Hurts. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Thielen with his first catch, and it's a first down. Up the gut McCaffrey, nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. McCaffrey following the penalty. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, a 5-yard touchdown run, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Boswell for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare him
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you,
What
maybe
was that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film when those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. A run for Pierce out of the gun. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Going for it with Pierce. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Ready, break!
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Complete. Smith has it. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
On the jump!
Play action. Here's Hurts. Steps away. And it's caught. Touchdown! John Smith from 19 yards away. Chargers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Extra point now by Boswell. They missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now to kick this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Off-play action. Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Man, to put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Down to about the 32.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Throwing is Hurts. On the slant into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
And he's brought down. 74 yards now for McCaffrey. It's a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take...
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chargers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback. No return from Isabella. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers you would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error.
Pierce has it knocked loose, but I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it, yes. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Looking to throw. Jones. Give him 6 on the play. And now we've got a third down and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on third down. Back to throw. Jones delivers another one to Pierce. And some space here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. Looking to throw. Jones swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
Back to the ground with Pierce. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Working with a 2nd and 4. And Pierce gets it again on second down. Oh, a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 50 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is Anderson over the middle. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
4 yards to go on second down from the 7. Jones now. They're bringing a blitz. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Davante Adams. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. They'll try and run it here. And he's going to get into the end zone for 2. And they're back within 2 scores. Down 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Stopped on the play by Jaquan Brisker.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
60 Eagles! 60 Eagles!
And they take a knee. This was not just the regular season, but this was a division game here in Week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Chargers, they begin the new year 1-0 as they come out victorious here.
My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team.